Welcome to Teen Up, a podcast that digs deeper into the thoughts of teenagers' minds about the wonders of the world.
If you're new here, I am your host, Isabella.
And I'm Glenn. If you're not, welcome back.
Here's a quick disclaimer. If we made any mistakes, please email us and tell us. Thank you. This week, we're going on a trip to see the natural beauty of Taiwan. We will first travel south to Kending and enjoy the beach for a few days. Then, we will go to the east coast of Taiwan and enjoy the spectacular landscapes.
Kending is kind of like the must-go attraction in Taiwan, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's one of those places that people just go there.
Yeah. And it's like also a known spot for like everyone to go to for summer vacations.
It's like Hawaii for Taiwan. Can I say
Yeah.
that? I can say that, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, because if you say I can, then I can't, because you're from Hawaii, sort of.
Sort of.
I would say like the main part of Kending is the ocean. You gotta go to the beach. You're gonna enjoy the beach, and there are just like the surfing and water activities, and you can go snorkeling, right?
Oh, mm-hmm.
I actually did go snorkeling when I went there,
Was it fun?
but I didn't like it. Okay, let me explain though. First of all, I didn't like the goggles.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't like how it covers my nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unnatural. I just want to breathe.
Yeah.
Second of all, the wave is kind of big.
Oh, mm-hmm.
So I got a little bit dizzy.
Dizzy. Oh, that's kind of cool because like
I got seasick.
you got seasick in the ocean?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow. I didn't know that could happen.
Me neither, but apparently the wave is like too big or whatever. It's not like huge waves like tsunami coming. No. It's just like a, there are waves.
Mm-hmm,
It's not like calm.
Yeah. Well, let's just say it was a windy day.
Yeah. It's windy. It's actually very windy in Kending.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think. At least in the winter.
I mean, that makes sense. In the winter, everywhere is windy.
What else? Why I didn't like it? Oh, didn't really see anything. I don't know if it's like the place that I went to, but I just feel like I didn't see anything. But I get it. Everything looks better on the pictures.
Yeah.
It just kind of not so pretty.
What, did they promise you that you're gonna see coral reefs and like a lot of...
They didn't promise anything. It was a long time ago. It was truly a long time ago. Would I want to try it again? Probably no. I would go do other water activities there.
Yeah. Like, I for sure think that snorkeling is not the best choice either for water activities because it gets uncomfortable.
They also have this thing that's, I'm not sure if you can see it in other places, but it's like a boat, but you can go downstairs. Like the boat has a downstairs that you can go to, and there are windows, so you can look out the window, which is underwater.
Ooh, like a semi-submarine type of experience.
Yeah, it's called semi-submarine.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's like that, and that's funner just because...
More fun.
I want to say funner.
Funner
is funner.
Word. I don't think...
It's not a word. Probably not a word.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think it's more fun. I think it's more fun than snorkeling, for sure. Because there's no effort. You just sit there and look outside the window. I think the sand or like the beaches in Kending is nice.
Oh, I've heard.
But it's really hot in the summer.
I've heard that too. Because like honestly, I don't think I've been to Kending before. but I do hear a lot of controversial things about that place. But it's hot, meaning that it's a good place for summer, right?
Yes and no. I don't really know. I don't. I think it's a vibe that you're
Yeah.
getting there. It's not really the beach thing.
Hmm.
It's like you go there at summer, you know? It's just, it's this summer vibe that you can't get anywhere else. I mean, anywhere else in Taiwan.
Yeah, and it's a great place to take photos.
Well, speaking of taking photos, you don't really need to go to the beach to take photos.
Mm-hmm.
So they also have a national park there. Wow, conveniently right there.
Right.
So the national park is called Kending National Park.
Very intuitive. Uh-huh.
I think it's nice. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just between you and me, I don't like going to national parks. I don't like. It's hot there.
I know. Yeah, I totally get it. I feel like national parks, like, it's great that our country, can I say that? It's it's great that it has a national park to like preserve the, animals and that space. But like truly when you go there, it's just basically hot and just doesn't feel great to walk around there.
True, true. So I think a few things that are the coolest for this national park is there are like these tunnel like features
Mhm.
that you can go into. So it's like
Mhm.
you drive for a short amount of time, like 10, 20 minutes, and you get to a part of the mountain. And then
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you need to buy a ticket, but you go inside and then you go on a tiny, 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 tiny hike.
Mhm.
So you just walk in the forest for a little bit. And then there are different routes that you can go. You can go in these tunnels that has these rocks that are called stalactites.
Wait, are those like the rocks that get built up from like the water dripping down or something?
Yeah, those are the cool ones.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And so you go into these very dim lit tunnels,
Mhm.
and it's just like you're on an adventure.
Mhm.
So that's very cool.
I think wait, this like tunnel thing, like I feel like a lot of countries have these type of places preserved, and like this has nothing to do with Kunting because this is somewhere else. I think I saw a YouTube video that was like a cave too, and they had a hotel within the cave,
Uh huh.
which I think is really cool.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just a very um rare thing.
Uh huh.
Like it takes a very long time for these things to form.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Like right now, I'm looking at the photos of this specific cave. And I do feel like I've been there, like when I was really, really young. So there's also this tourist attraction that a lot of people go to when they're in Kunting is the Eluanbi Lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
It is the southernmost part of Taiwan, and
Actually, it's not really, but it's there.
yeah, but yeah, it's a very well-known tourist attraction, and the lighthouse it's like a preserved spot like for people to go to as well. It's a working lighthouse also though,
Oh, really?
right? Is it not? I thought it would
I didn't
be.
know.
I just assumed it is because I went to another lighthouse, the northern lighthouse.
Um, so there are a bunch of beaches in Kending.
Mm-hmm.
A few ones. I would say the one that most people go to is the one next to Kending Night Market.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a place that you need to go, even though it's just like every other night market in Taiwan. Okay, so in my opinion, you only need to go to one night market in Taiwan because everything is like more or less the same. The
Uh-huh.
food is
Yeah.
different. The food is definitely different, but it's not so the like the difference is not so big that you have to go to like one specific night market to get it.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's true. I think, and the whole experience of the night market is the same throughout Taiwan. At
Mm-hmm.
least that's what I think. But like if you want to choose a night market to go to, choose the big ones to get the full experience.
Exactly. So there are also like other smaller attractions in Kending.
Mm-hmm.
There's this big rock called 船帆石, and I think it's a huge coral reef rock.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's just like a tourist attraction that people take photos of.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a town that's near called Henchun.
Ooh, I've heard.
Yeah, and there are some historical sites there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think one thing about going to Kunting is that you should, like, if you want to go to the beach, like for during most of the time during your stay, it's good that you live in B&Bs, or I don't know what the specific name for these type of places. It's like it could also be called a villa or a little hostel
Homestay, you say?
homestay, yeah. And I think that gives you the full experience because hotels are mostly located in like bigger cities or like bigger towns. But if you want to like get as close to the ocean as possible, I think that's for the best. And motorcycles are good or cars are good too because the transportation in Kunting, I don't think it's the best if you go by bus.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of freedom in that department.
Yeah, so it's best if you like rent a car or rent a motorcycle, which is super common in Taiwan. You could get the full experience using a motorcycle, so I suggest it.
So that's all about Kending. And I think even though we didn't say a ton of stuff about Kending, but it's like a very nice place.
I think it's totally worth a visit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
definitely. And after the break, we're gonna travel to the east coast of Taiwan and explore Hualien and Taidong.
Welcome back. Now we're gonna go to Hualien and Taidong. Okay, so now that we're moving northwards up to Taidong.
I think my favorite part of Taidong is how it is like far away from the city.
Yeah.
It is like so quiet, and it's not like very populous, so you can see like the stars in the sky
Oh, yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It's like a little getaway.
Yeah. It's like a place that you just take things slow and you stroll around. But there are definitely some things that you can do there. I would say there are mountains. There are oceans.
Okay, so this other place that you could head to in Taidong is Chulu Ranch. Basically, it's a tourist attraction that a lot of people go to. It has like you could spend a whole day there. You could hand make stuff. You could have some cute animal experience. There's actually also you could also do like those grass sliding activities. You know how like it's a hill and you just slide down the grass.
Yeah.
Slide down the hill, not slide down the grass. I don't know. And you could also, feed rabbits or just interact with the cute animals. And if you get tired, there's also a coffee shop and there are also gift shops that you could go to. I think it is just a great place where you could, go with children or, if you have children, or just a cute place to go with your family.
Yeah, and I think I've been there, and it's like a very pretty place. So moving on to Hualien, not exactly the same place. I mean, they're very close, super
They're
close.
located right next to each other. Yeah.
They're somewhat similar.
Yeah, I think because they're both located on the East Coast, which you know, includes that they have mountains, the ocean. Like the landscapes would be quite similar.
Yeah, exactly.
There's this place that you could go. When you go to Hualien, it's known for its Tailuge National Park.
Yes, yes. It's a very, very pretty place.
It's a really beautiful place, and since it has waterfalls, it has rivers. And in Hualien, you could also see a lot of bridges, and there are a few well-known bridges that you should definitely go visit.
And also valleys.
Yeah.
These valleys, they're so spectacular. Because it's like when water cuts through like rock for thousands of years, and it creates this very deep valley with water in between, and you can walk on I'm not sure if it's like natural, but there are like places that you can walk, and you can look down and then up, and you're just like in the middle of everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like a skinnier Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay, wait, actually I think maybe the one in Hualien is canyon.
Wait, or a gorge. A gorge. A gorge is often smaller than a canyon, although both words are used to describe deep, narrow valleys with a stream or river running along their bottom. Anyways, in Hualien, you could also go visit a place called Tiny Daka Park. It was a place where the indigenous people used to live, and then anyways, it was turned into like a tourist place. There's a Starbucks reserve there, and like I've been there. I basically just went there for the Starbucks, but it's it's a nice place to stop at and to take pictures
And get a Starbucks.
Yeah, and just rest there for a little bit because Hualien is a really big place with very little attractions to go to.
I wouldn't say like little attractions. It's like everywhere you go, you're just looking around because it's very pretty.
Yeah, and it's just sometimes good to get that sense of civilization back again and see a Starbucks in the middle of the woods. No,
Another thing at Hualien, I'm not sure if it's in Hualien though. I think it is that they have these old places that they used to like cut the trees there and then make it into like wooden products. And I think these are like historical places. They don't do it anymore. Maybe? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But it's like these places that they used to do that, and you can see like the old tracks that they use like little trains to ship these woods and trees. And I think, okay, trains are just fun.
Trains.
Old locomotive. I think you can see those. So those are fun. Fun with trains. Is that, the Big Bang Theory thing or something like that?
No.
Anyways. There are also night market in Hualien. I think it's called Dongdamen Night Market.
Okay.
But like we said, it's all the same.
Overall, Hualien and Taidong, they are just great places for you to enjoy the nature for a little bit if like you got tired of the big city. And I just think that it's a great place for you to take a breather and enjoy nature.
And speaking of Taipei, next week we're gonna finally visit the capital of Taiwan, Taipei.
Yay! Thank you for listening to this episode.
We will upload a new episode every Thursday.
Remember to like, follow, and share our podcasts with your friends and family. You could also share your idea and thoughts with us on our Instagram at teenup.podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel. Thank you and bye.